Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel. My name is Echo Moon, and today we are going to go over your July love reading. So this is a general read. Some may apply, some of it may not. This is for both singles and couples, and this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So before I get into the reading, because the reading's going to be a 5-card spread, similar to what I usually do, starting off with Oracle, clarifying with Tarot. The background is a little jacked. I'm in the process of painting, so don't mind that. Ignore it for the next couple of videos, at least. What I got for your, when I meditated on Capricorn sign, now mind you, I'm a Capricorn Sun and I'm a Capricorn Rising. I'll say this on every damn video, okay? Point is, I can relate, yeah? So what I got from Capricorn, now, hold on, because there's one card in here that is backwards, poised. But what I got from Capricorn is that, for one, like a lot of you guys, and I don't know if I said this in the last reading, but a good percentage of Capricorns have put in their work and they're going to be manifesting their blessings. You know what I mean? Like Saturn is in our sign right now, so it's kind of like, you know, it's just like it gives us that empowerment. It's like we feel more at home, we feel more like ourselves compared to what we were feeling, I don't know for how many years, okay? More bad than good, if you ask me, for me. But anyway, you know, everything's a lesson. And that's what Saturn's all about, lessons. And I just felt like when, and I said this before, like when Saturn came in our sign, it was just like, okay, like, why don't I feel like, you know, it's like I felt okay, but maybe I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know. You know, what Saturn does, it makes you look at yourself, and it kind of like holds a mirror up to yourself. It makes you accountable for who you are and makes you look deeper. And I felt like, you know, for the most part of this year, that's what a lot of Capricorns have been doing. They have been doing a lot of soul searching, finding out who they really are, like deep down, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, you know, even though Saturn's in retrograde right now, with that even being said, I don't feel like we're being like, I don't feel like it's throwing us off. I just feel like, if anything, we're still kind of like, it's like we're riding a wave, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like at the end of that wave is like the pot of gold. Like, that's like, I just feel like good things are just coming, you know what I'm saying? And that's the sense that I got. I also got a sense that some of you guys are going to be meeting somebody and it's going to be a lot of good sex. I also got that, and with that being said, which conveniently brings me to my next point, I got that some of you guys are going to be pregnant. You're going to conceive, and this could either be, you know, nothing's by accident, but this could be something that you wasn't expecting, or some of you guys could be actually planning on, you know, starting a family or adding to your family. But the image, I literally got the image of like a sonogram, you know what I'm saying, like the outline of that sonogram. So yeah, just FYI for that one. If you don't want to get pregnant, then make sure you're using that birth control, both methods of birth control, like the pill, IUD, whatever the case is, whatever you do, plus condoms, okay? Because just not one method is always foolproof. But it depends on what you want in life and where you're at in your life. Do what you do. Just FYI, this is the messages that I got, okay? So let's get into the reading. So we're going to do your situation, the challenge, your focus, the advice, and your outcome, okay? So let's see what we have here. For your situation, we have go to sea. Everybody has to the sea. I'm going to lay out the cards and show you after, like, to the sea. Yeah. All right. So for your challenge, okay. We have blessed. For your focus, we have yen. For your advice, a leg up. A leg up. I just felt like yeah. And for your outcome, we have peace. Nice, nice. I dig it. Do you dig it? I dig it. So, let's go over the cards. For your current situation, we have to the sea. So this is, come on, focus. Help me out here, Samsung. Me, you, together. All right, so what this basically is letting go of control. You know, there's things in life that are just out of our control, and just going with the flow of things. And that's what I said in the beginning, like riding that wave, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like just sitting back, and I'll get into that because that ties into your focus, but just sitting back and just letting things just flow. And Capricorns have this thing about control, and they feel like if they don't do things, then they're not going to be done right. So that's why we overload ourselves a lot. You know what I mean? And I said this before, but we do, okay? So with this in mind, your situation right now, you're just really just going with the flow of things. Not putting too much pressure on yourself and on the people that you're dealing with, on your relationship, okay? Now, when it comes to your challenge, we have blessed, okay? So some of you guys are not realizing what spirit is giving you. Some of you guys are perhaps focused a little bit too much on, you know, not having control of things, or your focus is elsewhere. You could be whatever your focus is, you know, you're not realizing what gifts you're being given. You're not seeing it, and that's your challenge, because you are being blessed right now. You have blessings. You're always being blessed. You just got to stop and look at things. You know what I mean? Like sometimes life gets, you know, complicated, or you make it more complicated than what it actually is, and you just fail to realize things that are in front of you. You know, there's synchronicities, and you know, or synchronicities, I just said synchronicities, either way, synchronicities that you're missing, you know what I mean? Because your mind, you're always in your mind, and you're focused elsewhere, and it's just like become more aware, you know. A lot of you are, but some of you aren't, and that's a challenge, okay? Let me get one more for the challenge. I just want one more for the challenge. Round and round. Yeah, because I felt like, yeah, some of you guys, the challenge was recognizing your blessings, but some of you guys also, your challenge is you're not necessarily making the changes that you need to make when it comes to yourself. So that way it can, you know, it's kind of like when you change who you are within, it affects what happens externally. So some of you guys, your challenge is you're going in kind of like circles, and when it comes to love, it's like you need to change something within you. You need to stop and look at your situation, because, and I forgot who I said this to, it was another sign, but it's kind of like if you don't do the work on yourself, you're gonna keep finding yourself in the same situation, either with the same person. Some of you guys are going back to somebody in the past, and you really need to be moving on. You know, some of you guys are, you know, could be dealing with somebody new, but you feel like you're getting that same type of vibe and energy from what you left. So it's kind of like you need to also not only look at what you're being blessed with, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of us, or a lot of Capricorns, like, you know, your intuition is strengthening. It's like, you know, activated. Like you're into, everybody's intuitive, but I just feel like it's like it's on another frequency. Like it's why can't I find the word? It's increased. It's, you got more intuition. You know what I'm saying? You're not realizing these things, so just realize it. If not, you're just going to keep going in circles. And that's what Saturn does too. It's kind of like, oh, you're not learning your lesson. Okay, so let me keep throwing it back at you. Let me keep, you know what I'm saying? So some of you guys, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Focus. Some of you guys' focus is yin. So not, it ties into the sea. It's like sitting back. This is feminine energy, and I believe I said this in the Taurus video, but I feel like with earth signs, the masculine energy is the dominant one, at least right now. And right now it's kind of like it needs to be balanced out with the feminine energy. So your focus is getting in touch with your femininity, getting in touch with that vulnerability, getting in touch with, and that's not to like, you know, say like, oh, women are always vulnerable or anything like that, but it's kind of just like not like sexism or anything like that, but basically you're sitting back and you're waiting for the blessings to come to you. You're not, you know, taking really any action, and you don't need to take any action, and you know this, you know what I'm saying? Like you already know, like I put in the work and I'm just gonna let spirit take the reins and, you know, just see what comes to me, because I'm working on me, you know, and that's a good place to be in. So good for you. Good for you. Now, your advice is a leg up. A leg up. I don't know. A leg up. A leg up. Essentially, your advice is don't be too proud to ask for help. You know, even if you're in a relationship, like I said, you know, sometimes Capricorns just want to do everything and not rely on anybody else, but it's okay, you know, like you got to look at it from whoever it is you're dealing with. You know, if you're in a relationship or if you're just talking to somebody, you know, you have to keep in mind how they're feeling. What if they're feeling like, well, you seem to be doing everything and you're not even, like, some people want to be needed. Some people need to feel needed. And I just feel like that's also part of your challenge. Well, some of you guys' challenge too, is that you want to do everything and it doesn't leave any room for the other person to contribute. So sometimes what that happens is kind of like you can turn the blame on the other person, like, well, you're not adding to the relationship and I feel like I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and the person's like, well, you're not even giving me a chance. You know what I'm saying? So your advice is to don't be afraid to lean on the other person. Don't be too proud, you know, to say, hey, I need help, or hey, can you help me out? Because that person could be more than willing to just be ready, you know what I mean, and just wanting to help you out. But that's something that you need to, again, recognize within yourself. Okay? So your outcome is peace. So and I know what I'm just, give me a second, because I'm just like, I can see this in two different ways. So with the peace card, you know, it could be self-explanatory, obviously. You know, the outcome is you guys are at peace where you're at in your current relationship. You're at peace where you're at with yourself. You're at peace where you're at with your relationship to spirit and your relationships with your family and your friends. You know, because love is love, and you can love, you know, not just like a lover, like a man or a woman or somebody that you're intimate with. This is love as far as like you know, family and, you know, people who've been in your life for a long time and that you really care about and you love. So, you know, this could be where you just found that place of peace, and you're not really too, it's like you're content when it comes to love. Like, you know what you want, you know what's coming to you, you know what you're getting, you know what you got, you know what I'm saying? But I also feel like it's like I got gnats all, like, not a lot of them, but like they're all trying to like harass my aloe plant. Apologies. But also I feel like for those of you who there's somebody coming in, like I said, you did the work and it's just like somebody's coming in like a soulmate, and this person is like they align with your energy, like you guys are in alignment with one another, you know what I'm saying? Like you vibe very well with this person. And keep in mind the advice of, you know, being able to, you know, not try to always do everything and know everything, and, you know, just chill, lay back. And I feel like you're going to do that anyway. I feel like this is something that you recognized within yourself. So if you did, kudos to you. Yeah, peace, you know, aligning yourself with another person and also aligning yourself within yourself. So let's get clarifiers. So we're going to get a clarifier for to the sea, going with the flow. That's your current situation right now. That was way too many. You know what? I'm going to name this video The Empress. And you know why I'm going to name the video The Empress? Not because the whole you might be pregnant thing, but when I was clearing the deck from the previous reading and I was obviously focusing my energy on Capricorn, the card that just kept popping out was the Empress card. It just kept popping out. So I'm going to name the reading after the Empress, because I feel like you guys are in that energy anyway. And it's like I said, it's not about just giving birth. It's about, you know, feeling reborn. It's just like having that newness to yourself. It's about loving yourself, getting to that place where you know what love even is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, wanting to nurture that and wanting to, you know, just bring newness into your life. And just feel like, just have that confidence and just have that feeling of, you know, beauty and wanting to give beauty to everything, and being creative too. Like, you know, a lot of you guys are tapping into your creative sides. I know I am. Like, I have this whole collage thing I want to work on, but like I want to do it with like crushed crystals and kind of whatever. When I finish it, I'll let you know. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see, what do we have for to the sea? Oh, let's do one more. To the sea, we have 8 of Swords. I'll put out the cards and then I will go over them after. For your challenge, we have Blessed and we have Round and Round. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, yeah, you wanted it. You wanted to come out. For Yin, which is your focus, we have 6 of Swords. That makes sense. For... that's too many. That's way too many. Okay. 4 Leg Up. We have Ace of Wands. For peace, which is the outcome. You have the Ace of Swords. Nice. Cool. So, to the sea is in the current situation. Going with the flow. You're not in the space of being stuck in your head. And if not, you're tired of feeling stuck in your head and you just want to just go with the flow of things. And again, like I said, this is something that you're recognizing within yourself already. And so this is something that you are currently working on. And you're working on this now. You're acknowledging this. This is something that you recently acknowledged within like the last month, or if not within this month, okay, of July. So for your challenge, we have blessed and we have round and round. And what's clarifying that is the Wheel of Fortune. Not recognizing your blessings, you know, the good luck that's coming into you. Not recognizing your blessing, you'll miss out on this. You know what I'm saying? And you notice how you have the Wheel of Fortune and you also have the round and round. Like what goes up must come down. Like, just for some of you who aren't aware, just be aware. You know what I'm saying? Don't block your blessings. Know your blessings. Like you have that monkey with the bandana across his eyes, or the thing around his eyes, whatever that is. The wrap around his eyes, like not really seeing, like taking a chance. It's like, what's the wheel gonna land on now? You know what I mean? So some of you guys aren't in that energy, and it's kind of like these are things that you're actually being blessed with, you know. Karma is paying off, you know, and your challenge is that you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. It's like this is the time for your blessings. This is the time when things are coming through for you. Be grateful as well. Show gratitude for the people that you love, for the person that you're in love with. Make sure you tell them that you love them and that you appreciate them. For your focus, you have Yin. So that's being in the energy of being receptive, things coming to you, things that you manifested coming to you. You know, this is good energy that's coming within, and it's clarified by the Six of Swords. So you're going from a place where you had a lot of mental confliction, you had either conflict within your relationship, and you're at the place of peace, which is your outcome. You're at the place of peace, where it's just like, I just want, you know, a peace of mind. I don't want to be, you know, a lot of you guys are just trying to come out of the place where it's just like you're doing too much of this and now you kind of want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting out of your head and going into your heart space and recognizing that part of yourself. Now in your advice, you have a leg up. So that was, you know, not being too proud to ask for help, you know, being able to rely on other people. I feel like, you know, yeah, I can go vice versa, but I feel like people already rely on you already. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get. But I just feel like once you know, open yourself up to being willing to having people help you and not pushing people away, that's when you're going to have a new passionate beginning. I was going to say something real dirty, but I'll hold off on that thought. Yeah, like, you know, hey, in the beginning I said some of you guys are going to be having some good sex. If you ain't having some good sex already, we're adults here, okay? Or at least I'm hoping. Right. So, yeah, so, you know, being able to just, you know, ask for help, but also, you know, be loving, show that love, you know, start looking at things from a more, like a heart, like I said, a heart space and less of a head space. Not everything has to be so logical. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just want passion, and I just feel like that's what your advice is. It's just like, you have that passion within you, and perhaps you're not even showing it. Perhaps you're not, you know, sometimes you get lost, like I said, and you forget about the other person. But perhaps you need to get more in touch with that side. And when you do that, that's gonna give you that va-va-voom. That's when you're gonna get that strong. Stop. So, but yeah, I feel like that's when, you know, things take a turn for the best in your relationship. Or as far as, you know, if you're single, if you're dealing with somebody, or if not, just, again, it's whatever energy you put out is what you get back, okay? So be open to ask for help, so that way people, you know, you can gravitate that good energy, that good karma. Yeah. All right. So peace we have for the outcome. And what is clarifying that, are we within, it's just 27 minutes, are you for real? What's clarifying that is the Ace of Swords. So a lot of you guys are going to get clarity on what you need to do to get to that. I feel like once you get to that place of peace, you have 100% mental clarity, and it's just like, boom. That's when you're going to recognize your blessings. That's when everything is going to just start coming into you. Capricorn, I spoke way too long. I was trying to keep it around beginning of the 20s, 21 minutes. Wish you many blessings, love and light. Like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.